I'm Erin Spinagle, here today at Orchard View Intermediate. Join me today as we learn about some of the teachers here at the home of the Freedom Flyers on this edition of Be the Difference, West Virginia. We're here with Laurel Wehmeyer. She teaches 4th grade here at Orchard View. Hi Laurel, how are you?
Oh, great.
Tell me a little about yourself.
Well, I am from right here in Martinsburg. I attended Pekin Elementary, North Middle, Martinsburg High School, graduated and went to WVU, got my master's in elementary education, the specialization in English language arts, taught at South Middle School for 2 years, and then came here to teach 4th grade. I am married and we have a little boy, 1-year-old.
What made you decide to become a teacher?
Well, I have always been one of those people that loves school. I love learning and exploring and inquiry. So as a child in elementary school, I had lots of great teachers who really fostered that love of wanting to learn. And so I wanted to be one of those people that got children excited about learning. And it's something that I'm passionate about. So I wanted to share that with others.
So what is your favorite thing about teaching 4th graders?
Well, this is just my first year with 4th graders, and so far my class this year is very enthusiastic, and I love that about them. They want to learn, they want to do activities, they enjoy our science and our social studies, they love getting new spelling words and doing spelling activities, and their enthusiasm is something that has really just made me very excited about this year.
Well, tell me about something in your class that you're doing right now, that you've done this year, that's gotten your students excited about learning.
Well, this year I wanted to try something new with the class website, so I found this really neat program called 23 Snaps, and it's what we use as our class website as a way. The students are really excited about it because anytime we do something a little bit out of the ordinary or just a little bit more fun, I take pictures or videos and I post it to the website for the parents. It's really private, it's by invitation only, so I send an invite to the parents, and then they like that because no one else is seeing their child's pictures and videos, but it's a place for us to share what we have learned, and so the kids get really excited to do something new, and they're like, oh, do we get to put that on 23 Snaps? Is this going to go up there? Can we watch it later? So I found that they really like that, and that it gets them really excited to do and learn new things because they think they're going to get to be a little celebrity and get to have their picture taken. So they really like that. Yeah, they love it.
Well, what do you think is the most important thing that your students should learn or should come away with by the end of the year being in your classroom?
Well, I'm hoping this year that something they're going to take away is setting goals. It's something we started at the beginning of the year. They created a year-wide goal for their academics. It could have been any subject. But then we also do goals within writing with West Virginia Writes. We do goals with their spelling words. We set goals in mathematics. So I want them to learn that they can set a goal and that they can achieve it. So we do a lot of progress monitoring and talk about where they are and where they need to go and how they can achieve goals that they've set for themselves.
You mentioned that you've had experience teaching middle school students before you came to Orchard View. How has having that background working with middle school students helped you with working with students in the lower grade level?
Well, it's been completely different. In middle school and just teaching language arts, that was a very specific thing, and I have found that it has really helped me with my writing, teaching writing, because I had that background and I know what is going to be expected of them. So it helps me focus things in my writing lessons that carry over into what they're going to need when they get to middle school.
What's one thing that you wish the public understood about being a teacher or public education in general?
I find that one of the most important things in public education is having the involvement of the parents. It is vital that the parents are there at home, or a guardian, anyone at home, an older sibling can help, but working with spelling words, helping them with their math facts, going over things that they've written, talking with them about how their day was, and most importantly, reading with them. There are a lot of things that we cover in a school day, and it's not possible for us to get to every student every single day with all of the little things, and so it's vital that the parents and someone at home, grandparents, anyone, is there to help fill in and help to reiterate on what we did, going over their spelling words with them so that way they know that there's someone at home that cares about what grade they're going to get on that spelling test and that helps them with their math homework. And someone at home that's just reinforcing what we've done in the school day.
We're here with Amy Fultineer. She teaches 5th grade here at Orchard View Intermediate. Hi Amy, how are you?
Good morning, how are you?
So tell me a little about yourself.
This is my 17th year teaching, 5th grade. I am married and my husband is an administrator at Hedgesville Middle School. We have 3 daughters. Madison is 12, Mackenzie is 9, and McKenna is 2.5. I'm from the Martinsburg area. I went to Tuscarora, I went to North, Martinsburg, Shepherd, and then got my master's in reading from WVU. So I'm a Martinsburg girl. So.
You've always taught 5th grade?
I have. All my career has been in teaching 5th grade and I love it.
What led you to become a teacher?
I can remember my dad's mom was a kindergarten teacher and she actually started her teaching career by opening the first kindergarten here in Martinsburg. And as I was growing up and we'd go to their house and I'd see her with her papers and then she'd sit and she'd talk about all of these students. And I think the love of her teaching led me to have that love also. And I have a lot of family members that also are into education, and it's always just been a love of mine, so I knew that was where I needed to go for my career.
What do you enjoy most about teaching 5th graders?
They are such interesting students. Their age is incredible. You can carry on conversations with them. But one thing that I've learned over the last couple of years is seeing the students that I've had previously in years before, and them coming back and talking about what they remembered and liked best about 5th grade. And it's such a joy to see their smiles and to hear their stories, and they're such a fun age. And that's one thing I really love about teaching, especially the 5th graders.
How do you get your students and their families involved and excited about learning?
I like to try when we're working with our curriculum, I like to try to find things that the students can use in the school but also take home and use with their families. And this year I'm using Ron Clark's book, The Essential 55, which I'm sure you know about. And the kids have loved it. And we do about 1 or 2 of his Essential 55 rules a week. And we discuss them and how they apply to school as well as to home life. And I've had many parents come up to me out in public and said that their kids come home and they're so excited about what they've learned from these Essential 55 rules. And it's nice to see how the kids carry over what they've learned here at school back to their home life. And they're like sponges. I mean, it's just amazing. And the parents have said how much they've enjoyed listening to what their kids have to say about what they learned in school.
What activities here at Orchard View are you involved in with your students and families outside of the traditional school day?
Okay. I am involved with student council and have been pretty much since we opened our school, and I love it. The kids are amazing, and we meet once a month for an hour, and the kids are incredible. It's great that the parents get involved with the projects that we also have. A couple weeks ago we did the Salvation Army food drive. Amazing results. Tonight we're actually having the American Red Cross blood drive. And the parents have been amazing. The kids spread the information. They're very informative. They're very happy to support the different groups. So that's one way that I like to help. And I feel like that's a very important way to see them during the school day, but then also outside the school day as well. And the parents have always been very supportive.
You mentioned that you're a mother to 3 daughters.
Mm-hmm.
How has having your own children impacted the type of teacher that you are in the classroom?
It's impacted quite a bit. As our daughters have grown, and I see their curriculum and the type of assignments that they are required to do, I understand completely how you have to separate yourself from being a mom and a teacher, but it's very enlightening when I have my own children. I know what's important for my students at school, and when they have homework assignments, and sometimes they might come in the next day and they don't have it finished, and they might tell me a story, and it's empathetic that you can listen to them, because as a mom, I know things do happen, people get sick. So I do feel it's an advantage for me to be a mom and also a teacher at the same time. And you get very attached to the kids, just like you get attached to your own children. And that attachment doesn't go away just because they leave 5th grade. So I think it's an advantage for me to have my 3 girls and then also be the teacher. And sometimes you also have to be the mom to your students as well too.
What is a misconception about education or teaching that you wish you could clear up for the public?
I think one misconception I wish could be cleared up to the public. I know a lot of people sometimes think that when the students leave for the evening that we also can just pick up and leave. And I know that most evenings I'm here for quite a bit while after the students have left, and there's sometimes during the week I will also come back later on in the evening to try and get myself prepared for an upcoming event or an activity, because I want to be the best teacher I can for my students. So I think sometimes the public might perceive that we leave when the students leave and that we don't do anything extra, and that's not true, because most of the teachers that I've ever talked to always have something that they're working on later in the evening, on the weekends, snow days, holidays, and it's not just a job that we have from 8 to 3:30. So I wish the public would understand that a little bit better, because we do care about our students, and I do want the best for my students.
That's all for this edition of Be the Difference West Virginia. Join me next time as we learn more about the teachers here in beautiful Berkeley County. Until then, I'm Erin Spinagle reminding you to be different, but more importantly, be the difference. I'll see you soon.